Hey, let's take a look at something I got for Christmas. Finally getting around to opening. It is the McFarlane Superpowers. And I could have sworn I had a Beetle, or not a Beetle, I need a Blue Beetle. The Booster Gold. So I figured, he was on clearance or special or something for less than what you usually see him for. So I thought, sure, why not get him now while I can. And then this guy was only $6.97. So maybe he was just cheaper than secondhand market is what I saw. I've never seen these I didn't know he even existed. But I kept telling somebody, like, oh, I'm good with my Blue Beetle. I keep saying Blue Beetle, my Booster Gold, but I can't find my Booster Gold. I don't think I have one from this scale. I know I definitely had two different versions of the 6-inch ones back when I was doing 6-inch figures. Gosh, I forget what his name is, but it's that weird Batman from the Crazy World, Aaron Zur or something like that. Or Zur-En-Arrh, who knows? All right, but it's a very crazy, colorful looking version of Batman. Let's see if I can get it off the card. This one's coming off the card already, so it's not going to be too hard. First off, the art on the card is fantastic. Thought it had the same information on the back, but it does not appear to have the same information. It's got Booster Gold, a scoundrel from the future. He's basically, it's hard to explain him. He's very funny though. The character is hilarious. Okay, so I want to know more about him. Bruce Wayne took part of an isolation experiment, which is giving him a post-hypnotic phrase, Zur-En-Arrh. When heard by Bruce years later, this trigger phrase shatters his mind. I'm sorry, I'm looking at through the camera. Batman had previously developed a new persona within himself, calling himself the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh. And man, there's a lot of these coming about. I already have the Justice League Unlimited version of him, so I don't need that one. The other ones, I got the ones I want from this particular one. I just need Blue Beetle. I definitely want a Blue Beetle. I got the Blue Beetle ship. I need the Brainiac ship, which I know it's like $16 online right now, but I really am waiting for them to make a Terminator Brainiac or whatever you want to call him. So the artwork is pretty cool. It just looks like Batman with a new thing going on. All right, here he is. Let's see how big they are. Obviously they're like 4.5 inches, so they're 12 to 13 centimeters. And in inches, he is about 5 inches. So I definitely like this scale for my superheroes. When it comes to like humans, I like them 1/18 scale, but when it comes to superheroes, I'm perfectly fine with them being this scale. This is what I grew up with this actual thing and the secret powers. Secret war. People complain about the capes. I don't know why they complain about the capes. I guess they're rich and I'm just not. I guess we poor people just don't know better. Oh no, mine's got some paint slop on it. Oh no, I'm going to complain about it. When you're poor like me, you're just like happy to have anything. He doesn't have waist articulation. And I hear screaming in the background. It's the TV from my dad's room. So that is weird to get used to the arms being, pre-bent a little bit, but not all the way. The knees, it's a nice little added touch. So I do wish they had a little bit more articulation, like a ball crotch right here and then elbow articulation. But then again, it's going for a certain look and it's fine. He's got a wide butt though. All right, so, whoa. Okay, this suction cup sucks, evidently. Not the good way. It's not sucking in the good way, like it would actually need to suck the hole down. All right. So, is it about to fall over again? Dagnabbit. Pretty good. I like it. I think this right here, this is not paint slop. I think it's actually purple from the purple cloak, which kind of makes sense because he's been pushed up against it right there. And it does look like it's going like the cape seam right there. That's kind of bad for the purple to be getting off on the yellow. I don't see it on the red part. All right, now Booster Gold, which is, he needs a Blue Beetle. Booster without Blue Beetle is just wrong. All right. You got that pop collar, which was very popular back in the 80s. It's got the 80s hairstyle like you see on the Johnny, from Karate Kid. His hands seem a little short. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the bend in his elbow, but it seems like it should be down to here. Okay, he's got the 7 points of articulation because he's got the knees. He's got the 5 regular points of articulation, the head, shoulders. I don't see any paint slop or anything that's stained from something else. So I don't think that's a paint slop. I think that's a stain. The legs don't go quite 100 from 180. Well, actually, good gosh, that looks painful. So it doesn't quite go from here to a full 90 degrees, but it's close enough. I mean, I'm sure if there's a place to sit him down, he'll sit down. We really need some play sets. So, hey, McFarlane, we want the Hall of Justice play set. People go, why don't you just buy it off eBay? Well, why don't you just give me $200 and be quiet? Also, I don't want the yellow Hall of Justice. I like for him to remake it as the white version, like it is on the cartoons, or kind of a stone color. You know, that's what we really need is a Hall of Justice carrying case / play set that's more like the original actual cartoon. So how do I get this off and then keep it from staining in the future? Well, I guess if I'm going to put it in long-term storage or something, I'd have to put this in a bag by itself maybe, or put tissue around it. I don't know, but that's definitely, you could tell that a little bit more now. That's the purple. So let's see, what does Booster Gold say? A scoundrel from the future. Oh, that thing's about to fall again. Making a name for himself in the past. Booster Gold has nevertheless exhibited his share of heroism. Yeah, for money. That's all he wants is he wants that money. All right. It's got a gold Batman. It's got, there it is, Blue Beetle. The 10 cord Blue Beetle. That's the one I want. Okay, come on, suction cup. It's the suction cup podium that I'm using. So which one is your favorite between these two? I don't know anything about him, but I do know Booster Gold. I've read the comic books, really good stuff. And so if I only had to get one of these, I'd get Booster Gold. But there's always been something that's intriguing about this really crazy version of Batman. I don't have another Batman to compare it to because, you know, golly gee, they don't make enough Batman figures now, do they? So I'm not in a hurry to get any more Batman figures or anything like that. Plus, I got my favorite Batman is I use the one from the animated series. So that's my authentic, or my technical Batman. So I kind of like going to go back to the 90s cartoons, like the Batman from the animated series, Superman from the animated series, and then the 2002, I think, Justice League Unlimited for a lot of the other figures. And they're all about the same size in this. And that's what these will play with. And they may be a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger. So out of all the figures, which ones do you want? For me, definitely a Blue Beetle. I have the Justice League at this one. I don't think there's anything else I really desperately need off here. I have a Metamorpho from the Justice League Unlimited series. My Batman's from the Justice League. Maybe this one, since I only have a smaller version of him. Let's see out the other card real quick. This actually got less. So we're up to 39 figures as of this printing. Do you have all 39? Comment below.